That one missed.
Ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Up the middle. On the run. Sends it over to first.
Got him.
In time. Got him. Here's the lineup for the Reds. And Singy, I'm a bit surprised to see this many righties in the lineup against a right-hander.
Yeah, you're not the only one, Boog. I'm a bit surprised as well. And, you know, some hitters work well against same-handed pitching. So just back in 2024, Bobby Witt Jr., Vlad Guerrero Jr., and Aaron Judge all had higher batting averages against righties than they did against lefties. So maybe they got a plan after all.
That's a little bit low. And a swing and a miss there. Chases the changeup in the dirt. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone. Two down, base is empty. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds.
That's a ball. Ball.
To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here at Great American Ballpark, and now for the Marlins, Agustin Ramirez. First pitch just misses. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges.
Nope. Ball.
Our plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, Bill, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of...
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. See you later. He muscles that one out of here. And the Marlins jump out in front. It's 1-0.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Christopher Morel, the next up for the Marlins. And a strike on the outside edge. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the second. Line drive to short and caught. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after getting up the homer. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Otto Lopez.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Down. Ball.
Swing and a miss. 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a ground ball. Throws to first. Got the out.
Batting 7th, right fielder Owen Casey.
2 outs, base is empty. Owen Casey will hit next. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. On the ground. And that one handled. Not in time.
Hey!
Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Got himself in great position and couldn't have played that one any better, but just stood no chance with that great speed running down the line.
Now here is Graham Pauley. 0-1.
Ball. Ball.
Casey, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swung on, belted. Carrying well. Out of here. He'll circle the bases. It's their second home run of the inning, and they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So 2 down. Now at the plate, Connor Norby.
Yeehaw!
Late with the swing there. And that's downstairs. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Got him. That's the 3rd out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's the Reds DH, Eugenio Suarez. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Catcher challenge. Will take another look. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge.
Ball.
There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. Out of here. He hammers one out to center. And they cut into the lead. It's 3-1.
Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
Sal Stewart, the next to hit. Right through there for a strike.
I just love watching Alcantara get ready for games, Boog. He turns into a different person, just usually cracking jokes and having a good time. But start days are a different story. That's when things get serious for this guy.
Outside, ball 1. 1 run across in the frame so far. Bottom half of inning number 2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Stepping in, Tyler Stevenson. There's a swing and a drive. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Great location with that 2-strike fastball. I tell you what, as a hitter, you're looking to protect the outside part of the plate, stay back on something off speed. So many times, that location with 2 strikes, you just can't get around on it, and that's a tough one to compete with.
J.J. Bleday now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Good job to fight that one off. Two down, nobody on. That one not close. And that's ball one. Stays alive. The 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
Swing and a miss. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Reds get a blast from Suarez. It's now a 3-1. New inning getting started, and at the plate for Miami, Jacob Marcy. There's a strike. Swing and a miss. Caught him looking for the K. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Now it's the second baseman, Xavier Edwards. And first offering is fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Going to count 1-2.
No, that's out.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Good on it.
That's to third. Pays. Slings to
He's
first.
out.
First 2 batters retired here in the top of the third. And now here is Kyle Stowers. Just
No,
missed.
that missed.
And it's through for a hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Everything came together for him. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Ramirez, the next to hit, takes ball 1. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. Christopher Morel, the next up for the Marlins. He's 0 for 1. And that misses. Ball 1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Swung on, belted. That one carrying. Gone. And to the deepest part of the park. A towering shot to center. And they add on. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Lopez.
No, that missed.
In the
That's
box
a ball.
now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. Challenge from behind the dish here. And on further review, it was a strike. So they still got both their challenges. Two down, nobody on. And that one ripped to left. And that is that. Reds get 3 on this long ball. And this is as we go to the last of the 3rd. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Matt McClain. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
The 1-1. High fly ball right field. Casey in position, and there's one down. Now batting Key Brian Hayes. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. 2 up, 2 down. So back to the top of the Reds lineup. TJ Friedl now at the plate. Check swing, no appeal.
That's a ball.
And that is ball 1. Chop to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. On to the 4th, and now for the Marlins, Owen Casey.
You know, these Marlins really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. You just can't average 2 runs per inning without a complete team effort from the line. Everyone's been doing their job, setting up the next hitter and taking care of their own business at the plate.
Ball.
That one finds the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up next for the Marlins, first baseman
Graham Pauley, the next up for the Marlins. And a liner out into right center for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
For the Marlins, third baseman.
So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
Norby in the box now. Takes strike 1. Just missed.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
Got him swinging. And up next for Miami, Jacob Marcy.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
2 on, 1 out. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. The 0-2. In the dirt, but kept close. Here's a 1-2. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Little trouble with this one behind the plate. Save. And now second and third with 1 gone. That'll hurt as both runners move up. Second and third now. There's no double play chance. Payoff pitch. In the air, right field. Marte should have this one. And he makes the catch. Runner tags from third. Relay throw home. Save. And they add to their lead as the run scores from third. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. A switch hitter batting right. And a foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4.
That's high. That's a ball. No, that missed. That's a ball.
Just
Nope,
missed.
ball.
And ball
That's
four
ball
to
four.
avoid.
Runner, take your base.
Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. 1 for 2. That
Here.
keeps the zone. 0-1. That's a base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. And he's out.
Out.
Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield. But
Back here in Cincinnati, bottom of the 4th.
clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing.
No,
it's
that's
got to
outside.
come
Ball.
one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that pitcher work to get you out.
In the air to left center. Marcy on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And a quick out, number 1. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. The shortstop takes the ball. Not close with that one. Ball 2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up with 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Digging in, Sal Stewart. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. And that one's a little bit low. And that's ball 1. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Around second, on his way to third. Safe there. And we've got runners at second and third with 2 away.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Now a chance for Tyler Stevenson.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Slider misses outside. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Red. Back here at Great American Ballpark. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Agustin Ramirez.
You know, these
Ball, that's
Marlins,
high.
digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6
That's a
hits
ball.
at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Hoo-yah!
That's too low.
That missed. That's a ball.
3. Swing and a foul out of play. And that's a strikeout looking. And that's 4 strikeouts.
No, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way. coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
That one
That's
misses.
the ball.
Ball one. High fly ball lifted into air right field. And there's two away. Otto Lopez getting ready to hit.
Shortstop Otto Lopez.
Ball.
Last couple of pitches
ball.
breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Oh, great stop. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out. And the Marlins down quietly. And they're on top 7-1. We head to the bottom of the fifth. In now for the Reds, J.J. Bleday.
Well, these Reds need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Swings through that.
Oh, they've had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
3-1 now. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. A solo shot. And they cut into the deficit.
Those are the at-bats that leave pitchers exhausted. He had to throw a lot of pitches and still gave up the long ball. That's a bad combo. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boone. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
At the plate, Matt McClain. This to center field. Marcy on his way in. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Next for Cincinnati, Ke'Bryan Hayes. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Reds, center fielder.
So the batting order turns over. TJ Friedel, the next to hit for the Reds. He's grounded out a couple of times.
One.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Swings through that one out in front that time.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Next pitch
inside. That's the ball.
Ball one. Yeah, that's outside.
That's outside. Ball.
In the air, right side. And the inning is over. One for the Reds on the homer. It's now a 7-2 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. with a look at key moments so far in this one.
I don't gotta say too much. I ain't trying to do too much. I'm trying to stay tapped in, yeah. Chase you up, I don't need distractions, yeah. Connected, I'm obsessed with manifesting. The guest list, I'm only worried about my checklist. Probably spend 6.
And the batter now, Owen Casey.
Now pitching.
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Connor Phillips.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
The 1-0. On the ground at first, Stewart. He takes it on his own. Now one gone in the top of the 6th. And here's the first baseman, Graham Pauley. He's already homered in this game.
No, that's out. Wood!
Phillips, a righty that throws with power. 24 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2020. Fouled off left side. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The 2-2 on the way. And there's a ball.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Swings and misses. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Norby stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
Hee-haw!
Pitch is in there. And the count now even up. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Nothing doing for the Marlins. Bottom of the 6th. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati. mlb Marte. Ground ball right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And he'll just eat it. So that's an infield knock. Man at first, nobody out. Now here is Ellie De La Cruz.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Ball. Hee-haw!
That's ripped into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Marte on his horse around third. He'll score. It's 7-3.
Well done. Drives in the run. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat. And that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. He's already homered here in this one. That one hammered, but pulled foul. in at second. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Action in the pen down there. John King, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Junk also getting ready. Missed with a changeup, and the count is 1-2. Pitch kicks away. And the runner holds. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. So now with one away and a man at second. In now for the Reds, Sal Stewart. This one high in the air to left center. Stowers on his way over. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. Relay throw to third. And he gets to third safely. Moving up on the flyout. And there are 2 gone. Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit for the Reds. There's 0 for 2 and a pair of strikeouts.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
The next pitch misses. 3 balls, no strikes. And ball 4 to a board.
Take your base.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. J.J. Bleday digs in now. On the ground,
that's
right
foul.
side. And that's a foul ball.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Two on, 2 outs. And that one hit to first. Oh, a great flip. And very nicely done for the out. Run-scoring double here for the Reds. It's now a 4-run. We go to the top of the 7th, and at the plate for Miami, Jacob Marcy. New pitcher for the Reds, Sam Moll.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Fastball almost got him there. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Pitch misses there,
down.
And the count's even at 2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two now. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That one the other way. And that's going to get into the corner. And it's a leadoff double to start the 7th.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Here's the second baseman, Xavier Edwards. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the top half of inning number 7. In the air, right field. And there's one away.
Up next for the Marlins, left
So up
fielder,
next, Kyle Stowers. Fouled off. He was late. Mole. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Man at second. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. And a 1-2 to the right side. Throw to first in time.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Agustin Ramirez. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off on the right foot.
Ball.
2 outs with a runner at third. Next
Ball,
offering
low.
is down low. And he'll challenge that called strike. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep their remaining challenge. 3-0 down. And ball 4
Take your base,
to
ball
aboard.
4.
So digging in, Christopher Morel. And a strike in there. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. In the dirt, nothing happening as the count evens at 1. Swing and a pop-up. And that'll do it. Marlins strand a pair, but they lead it by 4. It's 7-3.
Now pitching for Miami.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. John King.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Here's your 1.
That's the ball low.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. That gets down for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Up next for the
Keep
Reds,
Ryan Hayes, the next to hit for the Reds. Step off throw to first.
No.
McLean
Hey.
dives back in safely.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Line drive, and that's got extra bases written all over it. McLean around third. He will score. Now a 3-run game, 7-4.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Really important at bat coming up now.
So back to the top of the order. Here's the center fielder, T.J. Friedel. 0 for 3 in this one.
That's low. That's a ball. Hot.
Hit on the ground to the right
That's
side.
foul.
And it goes just foul. The 1-2. And this is
Ball inside.
inside. That missed by a lot. Full count now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. One on, nobody out, a run in here, the bottom of the seventh. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Payoff pitch, and he walked him. Next for Cincinnati, mlb26, 1 for 3. Towards first, base hit into the outfield. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ballgame.
Big at bat coming up with Ellie De La Cruz stepping in. Gap shot should score at least 2. One runs in.
Ball went over the fence. Let's go.
Double as it hops the fence.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitch. Calvin Fauché comes on now.
And never an easy situation coming in with runners at second and third. He's got a base to work with, so he doesn't have to be perfect.
Out towards right center field. Casey has a beat on it. Brings it in. Both runners tagging from second and third. Rojo in time. The run scores. All square at 7. And now the first baseman, Sal Stewart. On the ground, out to short. Play at the plate, safe, and they take the lead. One out man at first. Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit for the Reds. A walk and a pair of strikeouts.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
That one fouled off. 1-run game. 1 out. 1 on. Spikes that one. It goes to the backstop. Stewart into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. There's a 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. That one missed. Stewart, the runner at second with 1 away. That one misses, and it's a full count. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a payoff pitch. Base hit. Sign goes up a third. Runners at the corners with 1 out. This is J.J. Bleday. And a foul ball. The 0-1. Foul ball there. 2 on, 1 out. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. That's a base hit. They'll throw to third. And he's in safely at third. And a run comes in to score.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside.
That one lifted to left. And makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. The relay to the plate. Save! And they add to their lead as the run scores from third. Now the so they turn to the lefty in this spot, Andrew Narby.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Hayes, the next to hit, takes outside. On the ground to third. That one ends the onslaught and the inning. So they score 7 times in the inning and have jumped ahead. 8th inning coming up. Back here in Cincinnati, we go to the 8th. Otto Lopez. Now at the here's Johnson taking over on the mound. Just
That's
missed.
in, ball.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Check swing and he went. And the count 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Foul off the plate. They'll do it again. That misses.
That's the ball.
3-2 now. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Had him way out front of the slurve.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Owen Casey, the next up for the Marlins.
Ball.
That one ran inside, almost got him. Next offering is fouled back. No question about this one. It's out of here. And they're chipping away. It's 10-8.
This game just got a little more interesting with that home run. Clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Next to hit, Graham Hawley. Line to left. And
That's a foul ball.
Here's a 1-1. And a swing and a miss. Stays alive. And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 2. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in. And we're at the top of the 8th. Off the mark there. Full count now. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. So up next, Connor Norby, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over.
Ball high.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important at getting back into this ballgame.
Fires across the diamond. Got him. So digging in, Jacob Marcy.
That's the ball.
The tying run at the plate.
No, that's down. Ball. Oh, yeah.
Way inside. Swing and a hard hit grounder to third. Hayes to first.
He's out of there.
We'll limit the damage here. Back here at Great American Ballpark. Well, it's been a fun game for fans who love homers. These teams are teeing off, as we can see from the spray chart.
Yeah, games like this were so
That's the
fun
ball.
for me as a hitter, Boog. You grab your bat and head to the plate thinking, hey, could be my turn to go yard next.
The lefty to 1-0.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. mlb26, the next to hit for the Reds. In for a strike. It's 0-1. Swings through that one. Backed off the plate that time.
That's the ball.
The 2-2. Payoff pitch. And down on strikes. 2 down.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter and just can eat you up, saw you off. Tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Fielding for the wall. Makes the catch. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now for the Marlins, Xavier Edwards. First pitch
Ball.
misses. And another
Nope, ball.
Pagan in his 9th season. 34-year-old vet, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2013. Next offering way off the plate. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the open mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
And there's ball 4.
Ball 4. Take
And
your
that'll
base.
bring the tying run to the plate. Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. That one is absolutely belted into the corner, but foul. On a line, makes the grab.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those loop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Ramirez
No, that's
gets
inside.
out of the way. That's ball 1. The Reds trying to close out a 2-run lead here at the top of the ninth.
Hey!
To third, Hayes. Slings to first in time. So they're down to their final out. Christopher Morel, the next up for the Marlins. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent ground ball, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Reds slug their way to a win in this one.
You know, even when this team was trailing by 6, it seemed like they had confidence that they could get back in this ball game. I don't know if they knew they could win it in this fashion, but they did an excellent job of executing in the little ways. They grinded it out and came away with a nice W.
Your footsteps through the dark. The colors shape an amazing display, but aurora's not as bright as your smile beneath the light of distant stars. The faintest traces that jade left to paint and memorize that I kept. Forget the nights that I spent thinking that I could never believe in something cynical till I'm dead. I'm overcritical in my head. One look inside of your eyes.
There's nothing colder than your shoulder when you're dragging me along like you do, like you do. And then you switch up with no warning, and you kiss me like you want it. How rude, how rude. But I kinda like it anyways. I don't mind if this is gonna take a million days. I know you'll come around to me eventually. If you sit back, relax, and join my company, my company. Once you know what my love's gonna feel like, nothing else will feel right. You can feel like moonbeam ice cream, taking off your blue jeans, dancing at the movies, 'cause it feels so mystical, magical, oh baby. 'Cause once you know my love is so mystical, magical, oh baby. 'Cause once you know my little heart to get, baby.